Snowflake, you're just assuming at some point that all of this is kind of coming together. And now all of a sudden you want to take advantage of all this wealth and dearth of data that's available and enter Snowflake.
Yeah. So I think one of the biggest things I'm seeing, though, just in general, is the advent of a lot of companies building on the cloud, right? You kind of had the first iteration of, cloud service providers. Now you're seeing a lot of companies build on the cloud, right? So, Snowflake's one of those companies, native, born in the cloud, cloud agnostic and all that stuff. But, we're a data platform company, a data cloud company. And so one of the interesting things we're seeing a lot of traction in is actually in data security. There's obviously security of the data, but there's also security data itself, right? So I'm collecting data from the edge, I'm collecting IoT data, logs, all these things. And how do I share that in a secure way? How do I allow other agencies to access that data in a secure way while maintaining ownership of that data? And so you hear terms around like data mesh and all these things, but really what a lot of agencies are really asking for is how do we share that data, maintain ownership of that data, but provide value, allow others to derive value out of that data. And so that's probably one of the most conversations I'm having, honestly, within the last several months is around, we're talking about next gen SIMs, user behavior analytics and things like that. It's great that you're collecting that within your own agency, within your own department, but the real value is being able to see trends across. And that's one of the things the cloud enables, but it also, having a singular point for all of that data to be converged in a way that you can still manage it within your own agency, but you're also able to share that data in a way that's secure. And so that's one of probably the biggest trend I'm seeing in the government. And that kind of hits on, some of the stuff that happens to SolarWinds, and, agencies are realizing they're going to have to take a different approach to that. And so, with Snowflake obviously being a data platform, it kind of lends itself very well to be able to do all that because it handles all those different types of data coming in, allows a single security model and all those things. But that actually dovetails back into my original statement about companies building on the cloud, and the government's willingness to use more SaaS type, move from infrastructure as a service, the platform, into the SaaS model. And really what that allows the government to do is to add value, right? They don't necessarily have to do all this stuff behind the scenes that, they can add value to their domain expertise, whether that's, immigration and customs enforcement, security or whatnot. And so those are probably the two biggest things I'm seeing that are starting to accelerate within the federal government.